Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. Let's start with some git commit for today. I did some work off stream that related to file transfer. The past few days has been a bit rough for me, so I wasn't able to stream at all. Let's see, hope for the best. And anyone, if joining the stream, please like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's see what changes did I made. Okay, some small changes. Just discard it. Small change. Okay, and the utility function, just so I can get information of my directory. This one is to get the drives. A function so that I can get all the type drives of an OS. Okay. Just some types, nothing fancy. Transfer. Okay. Some data model. For file transfer. When the keyboard is taking its last breath, man. The keys have become so rigid. What else did I change here? This is a big file, I guess. I need to write a big message. What changes I made? A function to verify every request. And then, okay, okay, and then endpoint for getting the IP and the port. Some endpoints so that I can work with the file system of the computer. What else did I do? Okay, nothing else. Great. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? What's wrong? Yeah. Under a server, added few more API endpoints. The function to verify every request related to file transfer. new endpoint to discover. Okay, I did a new endpoint to discover the IP and the port. The machine. Added few more APIs to interact with the file system of machine. Okay, yes, that should be enough. What else did I do to push it? Let's push the changes. What changes I made in the front end? Okay, a lot of changes. Okay, start. I added few packages, React Native permissions, file access, and React Native FS. Okay. With file transfer. That is good. I added one more type. I can just say some small changes. Nothing fancy. Just small changes. Added a new route for the file transfer screen. Same thing in here, so I can just say added a new route for file transfer. Okay. Added some new permissions. Work with file system, the machine. Okay, just some types. Work file transfer. What changes I made in here? The new screen. System of remote desktop. Okay. Then I got the file list. File list is just a component. Okay, hopefully that's all. Now let's push it. And now let's start working with our today's plan. Okay, so the idea is I should be able to get my PC's IP address. To be honest, I tried it before with some external package that didn't work. Not sure about the reason, but I'm guessing it's the Android that blocks any background process, so I cannot do that. I need to implement my own solution for that. And guys, please let me know if you can hear me properly or my audio is clear or not. If it's not alive, solid log, not alive, okay. Okay, I need any file. Cover, discover. I just can discover the TS, but it should be more specific. What am I discovering? Discover IP.ts. Okay. So we need a function discover IP. It will take nothing and will return, I guess. Will it return promise? For now, let's just avoid. I'll come back to it later. So I need IP list that will one. I don't think I should check one, I guess, but I can do it anyways. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Let's go 100, 101, 102, 103. Yes, this should be enough. This master IP. Now I need to get the current IP address of this device so I can extract the subnet. I did use it somewhere else, so I'm trying to find it. Get device. Yep, this is done. So it needs to be async, and then it will return a promise. I need to import this. Great. Now there's the one thing. Let's connect it first. Let's connect the app. Zero zero one. Let's copy it for later. And I'm connected. Okay. So now the idea is, if I'm connected, then I'll return from here, because I want to test everything. Okay, great. So now I cannot connect, which is expected. Now let me open the dev tool. I guess you can see it. Make it a bit smaller. Okay. Let me see if I can put it in my other screen. Yes, I can. Thank you. So in here I will just call it console dot. I don't need to console log. I just discover IP. What's wrong? Why it's not suggesting me the import? Import. Oh, I haven't exported it yet. Sorry. Export default is cover IP. What is wrong with default export? I guess I did some spelling mistake. Now it should import. Yeah, nice. So I'm getting my IP. I need to extract the subnet. So split, slice, substring, I guess substring, changing substring, device IP dot substring. What does it take? Start number and end number. This can be a bit tricky. I just need the last. I just need to extract this part. I need to separate this first part and this second part. Because this first part is always the same for my network, I guess most of the network at least. Although I need to think through the problem, but for now let's just do it. Let's just try to separate the two. What's the type of it at least? Device IP dot slice. What does slice do? Splice. Split. If I split it with a dot, what does it give me? Splitting by the dot, but I'm not getting anything. Why? It should return me a list. Yeah, now it's giving me the list. So then I can just take the last element of the list, dot length -1. This should give me the last element. It's taking a lot of time to load. I mean, what's wrong with it? Okay, it's giving me the last element, which is 3. That's good. I need to basically mutate this list just so I can extract it. So now I need to join first 3 index as a new string. So new list. Slice. If I slice is 0 to 2, what does it gives me? Console.log. So it's giving me first 2, but I need first 3. So I can just say 2, 3. Yeah, now I'm giving the first 3, and I can save it to another list. There's a subnet. Subnet is this one, subnet list, and then subnet equal subnet list to join by dot, and then I can console the subnet. Dude, why I'm requiring to refresh it manually every time? Yeah, now I'm getting the subnet, and I have extracted the last element also. That's good. And now I just need to append to the last of the subnet each of this number to check, and I can exclude this its own IP. Right, let's see. Let's call it split IP, and then just copy paste it everywhere. What's wrong with my register? So I got the device IP, then I splitted it, and subnet, and then this is split IP dot length -1. I hope it doesn't mutate the original array, otherwise it will be a problem. Yep, perfect. So now I have the subnet, and I have the last number separately. Great. Now what I can do is I can make some API call to this discover endpoint, and if it returns any IP and port, then that means that that is the IP that I'm looking for, and I can store it. Okay, this is good. So try give it any type. For now, let's just console it. In the try block, I will make request a network request. So response equal if for I let I equals 0, I less than or equal to IP list dot length I plus plus. So for each of them, what I will do is or I can just use for of loop, I guess. For IP of IP list, I can console log to see if I can look through it just to confirm. Can I look through it? Can I get IP? Yes, I can look through it. So I'm getting the IP. If IP is not equal to this one, I will not scan this one. Let's just store it. Const it's just a device number. IP not equal to device number, then I will keep making request. Then I'll console log it. What is wrong? Comparison appeared to be unintentional because types number and string have no overlap. Is it a string? It's just a type of it shouldn't be string, or is it? Let's check. Yeah, it is a string. I just need to typecast it. Let's just say I'll just store it as integer. Percent. Dude, how do you convert? How do you typecasting, man? Percent, yeah, percent. Just convert it to integer. So if this IP is not equal to this one, only then I'll make network request. So const response equal excuse yes no get is http:// now this is the main thing. I will add the subnet here, and after the subnet I will add dot and then IP, and for port I will be I guess I can get the port like this. This port. Like, can I do it? Let me check it if it's possible or not. Can I call this async storage? I should be able to do. It's JavaScript, you never know. It's always the best idea to check. Rest port. Yeah, I knew it. I'll just comment it out for now. Let's check the console. Am I getting the rest port or not? Yeah, I'm getting it. So I can do this. Sorry. And now let's give it to the rest port. And then the path should be /discover /discover. I'll let it timeout, I guess. Timeout is 500 milliseconds. So basically, if I don't get any response within 500 milliseconds, I will discard it and I'll move towards the next. Let's just do a console log just to see. Calling IP and then console log to call IP. Done. Calling IP done. Now the problem is, okay, let's beside that, let's also just console the response just to see what I'm getting. Oh, I haven't did the await thing. I need to await before I do anything. It's calling IP1. I'm getting an error. That is good. The calling is never being done. Why is that? 500 milliseconds is already passed, I guess. But okay, when it's throwing an error, it's just going to this block and exiting the loop. So somehow I need to ignore the errors. How will I do that, man? Okay, so option was is subsequential scan, simple control, to network load, discover might be slow or sensitive or a matter. Okay, valid responses. The number is device ID, then is continue. And then calling IP, timeout is 500. Valid response push or response depends on what you need. Ignore par IP failure. Interesting. So just if the same data is just making the next iteration, that's fine. This is basically doing the same thing. What is the option 2? Request IP list number, mapping it, mapping the IP. Okay, let's just try this one and let's see. So the difference is the try case is outside the for loop. Yes, array of anything. For now, I will exact typing later. Valid responses. Let's see what it does give me. Let's refresh it and let's check the console. Okay, it's calling failed. It's also failed at 9, which it shouldn't. It shouldn't fail at 9 though. Am I calling the correct subnet or not? This concatenation working? Let me just pick the whole thing and just print it just to see if everything is working correctly. Let's print it. So basically http subnet.ip and port. How come 9 failed? They shouldn't fail though. Internal server error. Interesting. So in browser it's giving me internal server error. What's wrong with that? What is the error? 404 not found. Let me restart the backend and try again. And before that, I will just do one thing. I will try it manually from the browser to check if it's working at all. Still giving me interesting. Still giving me internal server error. Does it take anything? No, it doesn't. Response support message input should be a valid string. Response. What's wrong with this endpoint, man? It's not clear here. First API exception. Anybody has any idea what's wrong here? I'm making the API request, but it's giving me. I'm making a valid API request, I guess. This is a valid API request. It's just giving me server error. Response validation error. Okay, so I'm getting this error. It's not getting the IP. Let's try to print the IP if it can or cannot get the IP. I guess this is the problem. It's unable to extract the IP address. It did extracted the IP. So what is wrong? What is wrong here? So I have the IP address and it is a string. Okay. So it is supposed to be a string. I don't understand what is the problem. So if not IP, I'm just raising this error. You know what? Let me just do it. Let me print the IP in here just so I can check. Let me do a if string and print IP in here to see if I'm getting anything. Pretty weird bug, to be honest. Discover response web and internal error. What is wrong? Pretty weird situation right now. Complaining about this line. Response validate string type, location response port to be string, but you returned an integer. Okay. But it shouldn't throw the internal server error though. Your route signature is a string and a string, okay. But I'm returning an integer, okay. Okay, I guess, but it shouldn't throw the internal server error. Anyway, I'll just proceed with the findings. I can just convert it to string. Okay, now now I'm getting this success on 9. So this is a good sign. Okay, great. In that case, I can move forward. After the for loop, I'll just console log the valid responses to see what I'm getting. Let's remove these consoles. I don't need them anymore. In my valid response, I have one response with the IP and the port. Great. So in this way, I can extract the IP and the port. Okay, great. Then I can take the fast response from the valid responses. I need to make it a bit more reliable. I cannot just blindly believe in this request.response.data. Make some checks in here. I need to check if the status code is 200. Only then I will push the data. If status is 200, I don't even need to put it in a valid response array. Or do I need to? What if someone else is running another HTTP server in the same network and has the same endpoint? In that case, that will also may return 200. So I need to be cautious here. I need to look into the headers. I don't want to be connected with a unsafe server. So I need to be very, very cautious. I can check for the status. Yes, man, I'm using NeoVim. Okay, let's just start with checking the status. Let's not overthink this. I'll take care of the security aspect later on. So if response dot status is 200. Only then I can return the response body, right? Data is containing that, so I can return it. So return response.data, and in that case I don't need this valid response array, hopefully. And the return type, I can just say I'll optionally return, or maybe I can return. I don't need to return anything in here. Let's create an interface. Discover IP, or maybe a type should be enough. I don't need an interface. This will be an IP address that is a string, and a port that is also a string, and promise discover. Well, this is optional, so do I have optional, something like that? It's not like it's always returning this, so it can also return undefined. So it's either return a discovered IP type or undefined, right? So in here, discovered equal this. If not discovered, oh sorry, I'm not in Python. It's really confusing working with two languages at the same time. You mix up some syntax. So if not discovered, I'll just return it. It doesn't need to do anything. If I don't have the IP, then there's no point moving forward. And then if I have discovered something, in that case I will change the stored IP to be discover.ip, and this discover.ip is IP, right? Yeah, IP and port all smaller, lowercase. IP does not exist on type. Yeah, I know it doesn't exist. I need to be await this. Now it will be available, yeah. And then stored rest port equal to, I don't think I need rest port because rest port is always the same. It's 500 and 1000, but still I'll just put it in case in future I decide to change it. The port in here, where else I'm using it. And now I should use this new discovered IP to connect with my server. right? So let's try to reread the whole thing because I actually completely forgot what I did here. So I'm taking the stored IP and the REST port from the async storage, taking the device model and IP, and then if I have this stored IP and just port, I can just set to await async storage dot set item. I can change the server IP to p discover.ip, comma discover.port. I need one confirmation though. Is this port is string or is port? What's the type of it? Type of this port? See, it's from the 53 of the line. String is it is a string, so that's good. Yeah, it is a string, so it shouldn't be any problem right now. Okay. So basically, if the server is not alive, then I'm taking the discover IP, I'm changing the variable, and also for the next use, I'm overwriting the, course it should be RESTport. I'm overwriting the async storage to have the new updated IP and the port. Okay. So far so good. Next, what I did, if I have the stored IP and res, then I'm setting it to the stored data to be used later on, and I'm taking the token from the async storage, and if I'm missing any of them, I'm disconnecting the user, or else I'm setting the token and setting the server IP, and this is what I need to do up there. Or I don't need to, I can just remove this return and it will automatically come to this point, right? But to verify, I need to take it there. I need the return just so I can verify the, let's take it here. Basically I need to do the whole thing again. I'm just doing it for the testing purpose because I want to make sure everything is working. Let's see, I'm getting an error from the ping server. Is the error? Well, it should return error. That is completely fine. It's taking an IP and a port, saying the timeout. It's returning a true or false. That is fine. It's returning false in case of error. Then okay, I guess I need to put. Yep, connected. So success, I guess, but I'll check once more time just to make sure I'm actually connecting from this block. Okay, it's not connecting from the live block because I already stated it. This is now a valid IP, so I can just reverse this condition. Now it should be able to connect from the same. Yep, connecting from the not alive block. Okay, great. So basically now it can connect from both of the cases, so I can just remove it and remove the return key. In this way I don't need to duplicate the code and everything will work as it is. So one last time, let's review everything. I'll just keep it. I'll keep this condition just to check. Okay. So it's connecting from the not alive block. So this is a good sign. Connecting from the not alive block, that is good. And I can, if I do it the correct check, now this statement shouldn't be here. I shouldn't see the console. So it's basically should connect normally. Yeah, it is doing that. Great. So the initial problem is out of the way, but I have few more problems, few more things to tackle. The next problem is, in here I have limited number of IP addresses. What if my server is not in one of them? In that case, I'll have to scan the whole network to find the correct IP and port, and also I need to make sure that it's not unsafe to do that. First, let's do the whole network scan thing. So the idea is, if all of them return basically false, basically none of them was succeeded, there was no 200 response. In that case, I'll move on to the second phase, which is scanning the whole network. Okay, let's not do it ourselves. We'll just waste of time. Let's go to ChatGPT. scanning the whole subnet, so should avoid duplicating logic. Okay, refactored limited scan. So this is my limited IP on scan IPs. Default IP is subnet, resport device number. Found, return found, L full range, array from length of 255, port 1, full range. Okay, I can just copy and paste it. And then I need this scan IP. So what is it doing? It just basically extracted the part what I'm calling, separate to it. Okay, now let's try to understand the code and see if there is any problem. Getting the device IP, it is there. I kept it as it is, so I don't have any problem here. These are the preferred IPs, that's fine. I'm scanning IP, and scanning IP is basically returning the discovered IP or undefined. Okay. So if I have found the IP, just return the IP, and if not found, then I want to scan the whole network, and for that I'm creating an array with length of 254, and I'm taking the index of it and I'm adding 1 to that index, so basically from 1 to 255, and then I'm returning IP's full range, and then the subnet, the resport, and the device number. And then I'm taking the IP from the IP list. If IP is equal to device number, then just continue, don't need to make any request. And then I'm taking the subnet and the IP and the resport and making a request to the discover port. 500 milliseconds of timeout and returning the response body. Seems fine to me. I guess this is fine. This is completely fine. I need to check it later though. If I try to check it now, I'll have to mess with my router setting, and this will cause some disturbance in the stream, which I don't want to. It might stop the stream because it will restart the router. I'll check it off stream, but I'm trusting this code for now. I'll test it later. What's wrong, man? Okay, let's reload it and check everything is okay or not. The dev tool, everything seems fine. Yeah, great. It's connecting, everything is okay. So for now, I'll just trust this piece of code that it's working. I cannot check it because I need to change some setting on my router, which will disturb the streaming process. Let's just keep it at that, and let's move on to the next thing. The next issue is I need to fix this error that I'm facing with my UDP server, but I'm not quite sure the reason of it. The error has been persisting for a long time, and I don't have enough time to actually work on it. Now let's try to fix it. So now if I just close it, it will throw the error. No, it's a completely different error. It's not the error that I was expecting, man. What is it? Okay, let's try again. It's not the error that I was expecting. Okay. So error is if I just close it. Yeah, this is the error. So it's a waste error. An operation was attempted on something that is not a socket. So this error is coming from my UDP server. This line number is 75. This line. So basically this is trying to receive something, trying to receive the data, but the socket is already closed. That's what I'm guessing. Is there any way for me to check if self.sock.alive or something like that? Can I know if the socket is alive or not? Except bind close connect. While no get in inheritable blocking peer name sock name to receive into send all send files send to set inheritable set blocking. I don't think there is anything that I can check this stage of the socket, but I did check somewhere that it is closed or not. So if I have the sock, only then send this. So I can check it like this. If I have the sock, then this means the socket is alive. Then I'm sending a message. Right, so but I'm checking it. Its sock is none. Sock is none, then just continue. It will not execute all this code. Sock.socket. I'm creating the socket here. So this is optional, so which means this can be none. The socket can be none. Okay. I'm binding the socket. Now, if the socket exists, then I'm closing it and making the socket to none. Okay. If sock is none, then continue. And shouldn't this prevent the error? If I say if self.sock, only then if I execute this line, then I don't have access to the data in here. Okay. Two. Oh, listen, loop is running. Another thread called stop. Stop closes the socket. Meanwhile, listen is already passed. It reaches this, but the socket was slow. Just after the check. So this is not shaky value, it's unsafe concurrent access to a socket. Okay. Reset connection state. Hidden listen, loop against shutdown. Socket is none, break. Socket close, exit thread. This ensures your local reference. Add explicit exit on the shutdown. The except OS error as is safe running, then break. Place this around receive form. Final robust receive. So while running, sock equals silver sock is none, then break, set timeout, and then do this, and then rest of the code. Look for the OS error. Okay. So this is a problem. And the solution is to stop. I'm resetting the connection. If sock try sock.shutdown, it's closing later on, not at the start. So I can just take it if sock, then I will try to shut down the socket. And if I have any OS error, I'll just ignore it. Already closed or connected. Okay. And then I'm closing it. And I cannot do this. It should be this. This shouldn't exist. Okay, now receive form has some issue. I'll just add this new exception. Now this has some problem. It's not known attribute of none. So if it's none, I'm already breaking out. It shouldn't complain. Or if I just, what is difference? The difference between these two. What is the difference if I do this or store it in a variable? What is the difference? What is the difference between these two formats? Let's try to figure out. State. For concurrentness in multi-threaded code. So this is my version. What can go wrong? In these two lines, another thread can run. Thread A listen, check sock is none. Thread B stop, closes socket, sets silver socket to none. Thread A, sock runtime, and then throws the win error. Okay. So even though if check this can become invalid right after the check, is shared mutable state. This is classic race condition. You're checking and using two different times without locking automatically. Now this version, why it is safer, copy the reference once, work only on that reference. Okay, and I'm guessing you can modify the reference. So thread A, I'm copying the reference. Thread B, sock becoming none, does not affect the sock. And thread A is a valid. Thread A now is still valid. Okay, so you are no longer dereferring the sock multiple times. Okay, I get it, but will my version still work? Let's check it. Okay, let's just click exit. Yeah, my version is also works, and plus it doesn't gives me this red error line, which annoys me a lot, even though that will be available in runtime, but it gives me some ADHD. I'd rather satisfy my ADHD than going with the better version. Okay. But if I do it, if I just theoretically do this, then I need to make this one sock also, right? So this solves the issue, solves the ADHD, but I need to check if everything is working. Let's close it. Yeah, this is working, but now let's see the real thing. If the app is still working, or all the functionalities is still working or not. Let's just do this. So now if I use my mobile app, it should, yeah, it is moving my cursor. It is working though, but still I'll go with my version and then I'll check again if it's working or not. Can I type something? Yeah, let's test the typing. Sorry guys, I guess I disconnected the mobile app. Just let me open it again. Yeah, now let's just open a browser and type something in here. From mobile, open keyboard. So if I type anything in my mobile phone, I guess you cannot see the mobile screen right now. Just wait a second, let me make it visible. Yeah, now you should be able to see it. So now if I type in my mobile phone, it should be typing in the desktop. Yeah, that is working also. Can everything go away. There is some disk condition going on. Something I need to work on. Sometimes a bit inconvenient. Okay, let's just forget it. And so I confirm that the mouse is working, the keyboard is working, but still let's just go with my version. What is this internal error again? What's wrong with verify? What is going on? I don't think I changed anything major. Yeah, these things randomly throws error, and then in the next instance it doesn't throw the error. Now I'm completely confused. Is that a recurring error or just some weird shit? Not sure. Anyway, let's just move on. And the next thing, I need this control C closing statement. Like if I press control C, it should close gracefully. For now it's just closing the UDP server, and every other services are basically crashing out, which shouldn't be the case. And I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna take too long. I'm just going to give it to the chat GPT so I can make it quicker. Okay, so I have this keyboard listener, I guess, in here. And press, I'm checking for keys. The key is left control, or key is equal to right control. Okay, I'll first of all I'll just get rid of this one quickly. The listener, get rid of it as well. any error in here. And now Control C shouldn't work in my terminal. So I press Control C. Oh, it still closes, man. I thought it shouldn't work. Just server main.py 96 run the 90 show window 5 the main loop. So does it work out of the box like this keyboard interrupt thing? I mean, I removed that feature, right? So I'm guessing it works out of the box, then I don't need it. So all this time I had this false sense of accomplishment that I implemented that keyboard key interruption. This is bullshit, man. What is wrong, man? Now, you know what? I'll test it in my actual terminal in here just to confirm. Let's run Python main.py. Okay. If I press Ctrl C, yes, the Ctrl C is terminal feature, not something that I did. Well, in that case, I can just uninstall this unnecessary package. Did I use it anywhere too? Let me check it. Nope. No, I haven't used it anywhere else. So install this bullshit. I don't need it anymore. Yes, I want to remove it. Okay, now please. This is the command I use, please, and then I'll save it to the requirements.txt requirements.txt. Input, I guess it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, good. What else left to do? I need to check my to-do at least, because I have nothing to do at this moment. Let's check it. Okay, file transfer. Make sure that even if the local IP machine is changed, the client can find the server and connect automatically. This is done. New tab to manage trusted and blocked device. Okay, I need to make sure the user can manage the trusted and blocked device. Ensure the token is checked for validity every. Call the icon overlap the screen. Make sure the current quality value comes from the backend to front end so I can connect. Okay, let's try to implement this one. So I need to go to the peer handler, change quality. So in change quality, what I'm doing is, okay, let me just see if changing quality works or not. Okay. So if I share the screen, so now I can see my screen in the phone. And now if I click the quality, I can change the quality. Currently is low. If I go to balance, I can change the quality. I can go to low, again back. But the problem is, the problem is I need to go to touchpad. Come on, man. It's really froze. Oh, and my screen is frozen right now. I cannot do anything in here. Let me just close it and open again. It's just creating some problem. Unnecessary drama. So this is the thing that I'm chasing. So React RTC view. This is what making my screen visible. And I'm getting this video stream from somewhere else. From this use WebRTC connect. Use WebRTC connect. I have a change quality, I guess here. Yeah, change quality. I'm using it somewhere else. I'm using it in current quality. Current quality. What is this current this video connected and current quality? I'm receiving it from use info. Change quality. quality model, I guess. This is the one. Quality.low. Quality is just some string, low, medium, balance, high. So this is an enum. I'm setting that to set current quality, and then if I have video connected and I have the current quality available, change current quality is equal to the current quality. Okay, and then this change quality is doing what? It's taking the quality, sending by a WebSocket string. She's sending the change quality, right? So then I'm receiving this change quality event in here. Because I'm sending this type change quality, I'm receiving this type change quality. I'm getting the quality, and I have this quality data, right? If I don't have anything, then I'll just default to medium. If not in quality, if it's sending something that is not in the enum, I'll not just continue with that one. But I have a default quality in here, I guess, that I'm trying to figure out what is it. Quality.low. Yeah, this is if screen is not active and I have a screen track. I'm adding the track. Yep. This is the default quality for now. This is low. But the problem is if I say that this will be medium, right? If I decide it to be medium, I need this medium to be sent to my mobile app so that I can set the value appropriate value in the model. Now I'm trying to figure out how the communication will work. Do I have the WebSocket here? Yes, I have the WebSocket. Guys, I'll take a break for 3 minutes and then I'll come back. Back, guys. Okay, so I was thinking about the quality model, how to change the thing. I need to sync the quality from the backend to the front end. What I can do is so I'm verifying the token here, showing the screen. So whenever I'm showing the screen, what is this function doing? If not trusted, if block device, then do this. If trusted, then do this. If not trusted, okay. And in here I'm doing the quality to be low, so I can send the current quality via WebSocket to the front end, right? Let's do it here. So self if self.WebSocket self.WebSocket dot send JSON, or maybe I can send a text, send text, and then quality dot, is it with medium, just so I can confirm. What is it? What is the issue? Async. Okay, I need to make it await. Okay, so I'm sending the text medium, and in the front end I'll receive message on message TC type equal token. If token expired, please renegotiate. Answer. Then I have the ice, then I have the error. Somewhere here I need to just go after answer, or maybe just before error, because it's not that important. Else if is sending it. Wait. I might have made a mistake. I need to send as JSON because it's parsing as JSON. Send JSON. Do I have send JSON somewhere? Type is equal to. Okay, then I need to send a type. There's type to be quality. Type is quality, and current quality is something. The current quality is quality dot medium. So this will be the message. The type is quality. The current quality will be the current quality, for example, the medium. And if the data type is equal to quality, then let's just console log just to see. Let's accept the current quality. Come on, man, what's taking so long? Just run it already. What is this error from the ping server? So it's completely ignorable. What is wrong? My server isn't running. Yes, my server isn't running. Okay, it's connected. Now if I try to share the screen, quality accepted, medium, yep, great. So my quality is accepted, great. So far so good, I can get the current quality. Now I need to somehow set this current quality to the model. And how am I supposed to do that? Do I have any access to that in this component or in this hook? Navigation. This is the cleanup sheet. I'm creating the offer here. Change quality. Okay, change quality. So whenever I receive the quality from backend, I can make a request in here to change the quality with the quality that I received from the backend. Okay. I need to set initial value. Let's just go to use info context, right? I have a quality, the current quality. I'm setting it to low, but I shouldn't set it to low. Let's just take the use info from in here. Const current set current quality, and now I can just go to that block and the quality can be I need to create a map of this. Can I do it with enums in here, like for example quality? Quality is a enum, right? And so basically I need to figure out what enum is this, what quality enum that I'm getting from here by the value. So I'm getting the value and I need to figure out the key here. Can I do it? Let's see. I'm not wasting my time here. quality from value, quantity, then so quality from value is making another function. It's taking a value, returning a quality or undefined value and quality. Value that quality. Or maybe I can just, I don't think I should have any problem if I just directly dumped it in here, right? Because the quality dot low or low in here is basically will be the same thing. It's just the enum and I'm passing the value directly. So if I say low, this gives me error expected, but if I say low, it shouldn't though, but it is returning this low or medium thing. If I say low and medium as quality, now it's not giving me an error. Yeah, I can just do it. So just let's not make things any complicated than it needs to be. Keep it simple. Set the current quality as quality. So initially I'm setting it to low, and in here I'm changing it to the whatever current quality that the backend is using. In backend I need to make some changes though, but I can do it later. It's not that mandatory right now. So I'm sending the medium quality. I'm receiving the medium quality. I'm setting it to the state, and now wherever I'm using this state, I should be able to access the quality, the selected value. It's current quality. So now the selected value should be medium. Hopefully. Okay. Where else am I using it? It's in the info context, touchpad, current quality. What I'm doing with it, I'm setting the change quality in here. So the quality should be changed to medium automatically. Well, at least that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, let's test it. And let's open the console just in case. Oh, before opening the console, let's just console log the current quality. Restart everything. Now if I do this and show screen, showing the screen, sending quality, changing the quality to medium, whatever the current quality. Okay, if I just open the, yes, so the medium is selected. That's a good sign. The medium is selected. If I send high from the backend, or if I change it from here, will it change to high? It's difficult to actually notice any difference in this small screen. Now currently I'm at low. Change back to high. Yeah, yes, it changed. It changed the quality. It indeed working. Okay, so I can send this quality from backend. I can receive it in the front end. Then in that case, I can just stop the screen. Right. So few things that I need to do in the backend to make it even more polished is I'm just what is wrong, man? So I cannot just have it like this. It will be a lot of inconsistency. So I can make it an attribute or maybe a class variable constant with that says current quality, and I can set it to be quality.low, and then I can use this current quality in here, and don't I have the access to it? Okay, cool. Okay, I need to set self dot current quality, so I can change it once and everywhere it should reflect. Let's say I will stream at the highest quality. Quality is equal to high. Now restart the server. Let's keep it like that. Now if I see the screen recording, sorry, screen sharing, it should start the stream at high quality. Go screen, and if I click the quality, yeah, it is giving me the high quality. To confirm, I need to switch it back to low, just so the difference can, let me just do this, and let make it portrait. I don't think I'm not sure how well you can see this, but I'm just trying to do it for myself. So this is the highest quality. If I go back to the low quality, yeah, there's definitely a big difference. So basically quality is changing, and starting with the highest quality or whatever quality backend is sending. So this is good. So it's back to high quality. Yeah, it looks more sharper. Text are even better visible. Yeah, so it is working. Okay, that was for the testing, but for the production I will just stick to low. I'll stick to low. So low should be the default quality. So every stream will start with the low quality, and if user wants, they can increase the quality. Okay, great. So I can remove these console logs now. I don't need them. So basically I didn't have to change much, which is good. All I had to do was send quality from backend, receive it in the front end, and then setting that quality to the state. Fantastic. What else do I have left to do? Have I left anything? Let's check the to-do list again. Okay, so make sure the kind point comes from the backend. So this is done. Add the autocomplete feature. This will be time consuming. Zooming feature. Token. Fix audio. The current audio sounds a bit high pitched. Yeah, I guess I can work with the audio a bit. The audio thing, it's a bit messed up. The quality of audio is not that good currently. It's also done. Let's work with the trusted device thing. So what I want is the thing that I want. So when the user come to the settings, after this touchpad, I need another setting so that user can manage the trusted device. By manage, I mean they can remove the trusted device or block the trusted device. And then a block device, they can remove the block device or make it to the trusted device. Right. So two things. Just start working one by one. Settings. Okay, I guess I wouldn't need this app for the moment because I'll be working on the desktop app, so I can just close it. And anything else that is unnecessary for now? Yeah, this one I don't need it. I don't need to run this at all. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, I can close it. Let's go to settings. I need a settings screen. Yeah, this is the one. So touchpad. There's basically touchpad setting. Okay, let's add another tab. Let's call it trusted device or callback. Let's just lambda print nothing, the icon, it can be the touchpad icon for now. Now let's just do the block device as well. Devices, in fact, trusted devices, block devices, and now let's just add two more methods. Show blocked trusted devices. Okay, manage trusted devices. Oh, sorry, made a mistake. I haven't used them, so replace this callbacks. Save log devices. Trusted devices, and they just restart. Go to settings. I have two more tabs now, block devices and trusted devices. Okay, so if I'm here in trusted devices, I need to load all the devices that is trusted, and I need to give some action button like remove it or block it. So two action button and one section for the information. So three key things. So first of all, I need to read the data. Just read it. Print it. Store. Let's import it first. From controllers dot secure file import store. Now store dot read. I need to read data from app get app directory slash trusted devices dot bin. And same thing for the block devices. Okay, now I should be able to read the files. See if I go to settings and trusted devices. So I'm getting the device ID, device model, the IP, the IP. This is completely useless. Why am I storing IP of the trusted device? Because it's not public IP. It's the local IP. It's changing constantly. It's completely useless data. I need to remove it. Then I have block devices. So far, I don't have any block devices. So it's not showing anything. Okay, that's good. So I can show the device ID, the device model. Okay. But the problem is I don't have the UI in mind at all. I have no idea how the UI should look like. I need to do some diggings online to find some inspiration of the layout or the UI. Well, as of now, I have no idea. But I can do one thing though. Just trusted devices. Should be in getting the data. I'm adding in here. So in here I can remove this IP. This is completely useless. What is this file? Audio peer handler. Okay, so I need to fix this in quite a lot, few of the times. Oh man, this is going to be a lot of refactoring. Okay, store.add, I'm adding the block device. Store.add, I'm adding to trusted device. Adding trusted device, adding trusted device. So the block device is pretty easy. I can just remove it from here. What is this IP doing? Does it have any other function? Or I can remove it entirely. I don't think there's any point having this IP. Yeah, I need it. I need it in the. Okay, I'll need it. I'll just keep it in here. But I'll remove from the block device. Store.add. Trusted device. This is the REST server. I'm getting the request.ip. Am I using the request.ip anywhere else other than this? Yeah, I'm using it, so I can just remove it from the adding and keep it elsewhere, wherever it's being used. To check the prompt authorization once again. It's blocked equal true. Okay. Store.add. Removed it. Removed it from here. I need to remove it from the peer handler. I'm adding the IP. Am I using it anywhere else? Yeah, I'm using it. I'm sending it to prompt authorization, so I can keep it and just remove it from the adding. Okay. Store.add anywhere else. Prompt authorization already removed. Remove from the REST server. Remove from the peer handler. The audio peer handler is the only thing. Yeah, I need it. I just don't need to add it. So what I can do now to test it, I can delete all the trusted files. Just give me a second, guys. Let me delete all the files. Let's delete trusted device. That's it. That's all I need to delete. So now if I run, I don't have anything in my trusted or block device, but I need to add, and to add I will need to run my mobile app again. What it should have asked for? It should have asked for the permission. Instead it just connected. Okay, now if I try to connect it, as this is not a trusted device, it should ask for permission. Yes, it is asking for permission. I can add it to the trusted device and allow it. It's connected. Now if I go to settings and trusted device and check my console, yes, I got the ID, the device ID, the model, trusted. Okay, good. I think I can keep it at that. And I guess I will wrap up this stream for today. I'll need to do a few more things, the UI, but I cannot do it right now. I need to at least get some design ideas before I proceed with that. Let's see. I'll do it in the next stream, guys. Okay, for now, let's just push everything to the GitHub that I did today. Function to scan the network so that I can connect to an IP address that is valid. Next is this device context. Added the logic, or maybe used a discover function to connect to the valid server. and received the current quality being used by the backend and set it to the state. Push it. What changes I made in the backend? I just removed the IP from every yes. Fixed the what did I fix here? Fix the error. Fix the receive error of UDP. And in here I just added two more. Added two more tabs to manage trusted and blocked devices. Let's push it and let's send the stream in here, guys. I cannot promise you, but I'll try my best to stream tomorrow as well. I literally say this in after every stream, but I never do that. But I'll try nonetheless. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Whoever joined the stream, thank you. Hopefully, see you in the next one.